Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mould King 33041C Super S. Now this was sent to me by lightake.com, and as you can see right away, it's you might not be able to tell, but it's an interesting size, kind of like it reminds me of the Atop YD829 Skydreamer Plus, and the size of it is, and then the geared props, but it also reminds me with the camera and landing gear looking like that with then the shell. Kind of reminds me of the Deming DM007. However, whereas the 007 tried to use as small as props as possible, pretty much, this one, they tried to cram in as big as props as possible. Look at that. There's hardly any clearance. And now you'd think because of the props being so big, this would have a lot of power, but I'm not sure what size motors they use or what gearing they did, but I found this thing to not have a lot of power. Like, almost, it has presence in the air, like it won't fall, but it has almost like barely any punch to it. Let's see, it has a 2 megapixel HD camera underneath here, and I got the black version. There's also the white, as you can see there, whichever one you want, and then the camera comes here. However, I have not been able to test this camera out at all. I've never been able to get anything to record, and I'm pretty sure that's because this camera plug, it will not plug into that port. The port in there, I've tried, like with tweezers, I've tried everything, but that port will not plug in there. And I'm not sure why, but I haven't taken it apart to try and do that, but I might, between the review and the flight or whatever, just to try and get you some flight footage, but I have not been able to test this camera at all, which is really disappointing, as it's camera quad, so it comes with a manual here, which is, an okay manual, half English, half Chinese, but I understood everything pretty much. It comes with a 3.7 volt, 1 cell, 380 milliamp hour battery, as you can see there. So same exact size battery as with the Skydreamer Plus, so even more similarity there. And this bag here, it comes with a little micro SD converter for like a computer to look at the files if they would record for me. Comes with 2 little pieces of gray foam. I have no idea what those are for. It comes with a tiny little green screwdriver, as you can see there, and it also comes with a USB charging cable ending in the micro LOSI connector. And there's also a 4 gigabyte micro SD card in the back here. I just didn't take it out because it's hard to get back in. It also comes with this funny looking transmitter, which is like the DJI Phantom style, or the Inspire. Just, they kind of stole that design, except like $5 really cheap one. And the sticks are like, I don't know if you can hear that, but they like kind of rub. You have to push them in and then they won't rub anymore. It's just a really weird transmitter. I don't really like it too much. Let's see. The sticks don't click in, but you have your power button right here, so pretty much the same style. And then these 4 buttons down here are your trims, which is even weirder. You have left trim here, right trim here, forward here, and back here for your right stick, pitch and roll, which is really weird why you'd have left, right, forward, and back. At least have them grouped like 2 and 2 on the outsides, but I don't know, really weird. And you have 4 shoulder buttons, 2 on each side. And this one over here is your rates button, and you have, I believe, 3 rates. And it has a changing yaw and changing pitch, and the yaw and pitch are actually really good, which is surprising. This thing spins really fast in high rates. And then over here you have your photo button, so you click it once and it should take a picture. But like I said, my camera, I think it's not plugging in, which is why it won't work. And over here you have video. I'm pretty sure you just click it for video. And then over here you have flips, so you click it and then give input and it'll do a flip. However, one thing I found really weird is that once you click it, it pretty much locks you out of any other movement until you do the flip, and especially after the flip. Like, it'll do the flip and it'll hover for about a second before you can regain control. So it's especially if you want to do fast or forward flips and fast forward flight, it won't let you, because you do that and then it'll just stop, then do the flip, and then you can go. So it's really weird how it kind of locks you out like that. I'm not sure, maybe it's trying to stabilize itself for the camera to get a better shot. And supposedly if you press this button, it'll enter into headless mode, and if you hold this button, it'll go into return to home. However, I have not messed with that at all. just because headless doesn't really work at all. You know, it just gets off really bad. And this battery, charging it with the USB charger that comes included, took about an hour and 15 minutes to charge it, which is kind of weird. It's only a 380 milliamp hour battery, so that's a pretty long charge time for that. And flights with everything on, as you see it here, I got about 6-minute and 15-second flights, which is not too bad considering the weight of this, you know, but I guess those big geared props kind of help it with that. And stripped down without the legs, without the camera, without the guards, stripped down as light as you can get it, I got about 7.5-minute flights. And as for the LVC warning, another weird thing is I've been getting like up to 2 minutes with LVC warning, so that is not, I don't know what's going on there, because I can still easily fly around. I mean, the power's not great, but I can still fly around fine, and however, you can't do any flips or stuff then, so that's just really weird. And I forgot to say, but you can recalibrate the transmitter by putting both sticks to the outside corners like that. And also the prop guards, as you can see here, just this one, they just clip into the arms. But you can hear there, it hits. The prop guards, like, they're like bent out of shape just out of the box, and they're just so flimsy anyways. They're pretty much the most pathetic prop guards I have ever seen. I'm willing to go that far. They are just absolutely terrible. Like, one flight I did with them just to time it for you guys, the props were clicking, and I bent them back, and they're just clicking, and, you know, they're terrible. So I wouldn't recommend even putting those on. Just leave them in the box, throw them out, whatever. But overall, it's you know, I guess it's a good quad. It's, I think, normally like $44, but it's on sale on Light Take right now for, I think, $35 for the next 20 days or so. So it's, you know, not too bad of a price. I wish I'd be able to tell you a lot better my opinion of it if the camera worked, but as you can see, it has a downward angle to it. However, I've seen other people have their cameras work, so it doesn't make sense to me. I always get the bad ones, but that plug just will not go into there, or either it is going in and something else on my transmitter is not working. But if I do manage to figure it out and fix it and take it apart or whatever, I will include footage at the very end. So, I don't know. That might be there, it might not. You'll have to wait and see. So that was my review, so now let's go check out the flights. Okay, here we are for the indoor flight of the Mould King 33041C. And as you can see, I have the landing leg and camera on. However, I don't have the prop guards on because mine, they came out of the box. They don't even, the props click against them. Just a real quick note about the camera. I said that I couldn't get the plug to work. I tried like scraping out the plastic in there, and I tried everything to get it in, and I think I got it the one time. And I plugged the camera into several other quads that use the same plug, and there was indeed a light that came on when I plugged into those. So the camera's not defective, it's like the plug inside the quad. And when I plugged the battery into here, when I thought I had it plugged in right, smoke actually started coming out of the inside, so I unplugged that quickly, obviously. And I turned it off, and the quad still seems to work, but I'm not plugging that camera in anymore, so I just put it on just to get the weight feel of it, you know. So I got it bound to the stock transmitter in low rates here. So let's take it down to the floor, recalibrate it. Both sticks to the outside. It seems to beat. Okay, here we go. Here's the yaw in low rates. You can see there, not a bad yaw for low rates for sure. And here's the pitch. A little bit noisy indoors. Here's the pitch, so not too bad. Here's medium rates pitch. Whoa. Oh. Durability test there. Oh man. So there's medium rates pitch, so not bad. And then here's medium rates yaw. So you can see quite a bit faster. And then here's high rates yaw. Look at that. High rates yaw is really crazy fast. Oh, high rates. Okay, and then here's the pitch and high rates. So you can see very sporty pitch as well to accompany that yaw. So you can do really, really tight funnels, as you can see there. So it's kind of really weird to have that kind of rates for a camera quad. But let's try some flips. Oh, nope. I got the early LVC thing that I've been getting, and I did the outdoor test before this, and I didn't get that problem, but I just got it there, so fly around just a little bit more. Put it at medium rates, because the high rates yaw you can spin out quite easily. You see it, they can be flown indoors fairly aggressively. Medium rate funnel. Yeah, it's a pretty nice flyer. It's just, I don't know why I get that LVC warning really early, because then I can't flip it to show you, which is really kind of a bummer. But I think that was good enough indoor flight. That was a terrible landing though. But yeah, so there was the indoor flight of the Mould King 33041C Super S. So now let's take it outside and see what it can do. And I'm sorry, but like I said, the camera smoke was coming out when I finally got it, I think, plugged in, so I'm not going to be able to show you any camera footage. I think some others have used the camera and it's worked, so mine's probably a dud. You know, I always get all the duds, but yeah, let's go check out the outdoor flight. Okay, here we are outdoors for the flight of the Mould King 33041C Super S. And now, just real quick about the battery connector. I don't know if I said it was loose or not, but I actually just figured out why, because I was pushing it in, but I wasn't like slamming it in, because, you know, I break it that way. But it's actually needed to go in that far. I had to push it in really hard, and then it finally went in, and now it's really solid. So I guess I was never really putting it in right. I put a caption over the video, or I will, saying that, but just to show you that here. So yeah, let's start off hand launch, low rates here. Need some trim. Okay, so this is low rates pitch. So as you can see, pretty docile on the pitch. Not too bad for a low rates though. There's low rates. Here's medium rates. So it gets quite a bit faster. You can see there. Medium rates pitch is not too bad. Let's go to high rates. So now here's high rates pitch, and that's pretty deep. And you can hear this quad really quiet. There's high rates pitch. Let's go back to low rates, and here is low rates yaw. So that's the yaw that you get in low rates. So, you know, slow yaw, but for low rates, not bad. Here's medium rates, as you can see there. So, faster than some quads high rates. And then here's high rates yaw. Look at that. Whoa, what the? Oh, I don't know what that was, but, yeah, as you can see there, very fast yaw, and you can do, like, super, that's a high rates funnel. Look at that. That's crazy. I almost forgot, but I'm going to try and do a couple flips before my battery goes to LVC. For some reason, it's been doing that lately. It just goes to LVC right away. So very nice flips, even with everything on, because the props are just so large. They have such a nice hold in the air. There we go. And here, I'll do the flip, and now hold the pitch stick, and it locks you out for like a second after the flip. So that's kind of weird. Just do some flying around fast and high rates. And those LEDs, I'm pretty sure on the white version, they're actually pretty nice. However, on the black version, they're not really good at all. And now the yaw is a little bit hard to manage on this transmitter just because it's so cheap. And there's not really too much stick movement you can do where it'll register. So it's sort of all at once. You just have to go easy with it. Let's put it back in low rates. So here's a low rate funnel. It's not really a funnel. Medium rates. So, you know, not bad. And then there's high rates. High rates is it's so weird considering this quad is a camera quad. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. Let's just hover it up close. And because of the geared props, it just doesn't have too much speed, and it's so light, I found that it gets battered in the wind a bit. But there's no wind out right now. So yeah, I haven't been able to get my camera to work with that plug, but I'll keep trying to shove the plug in, but it just won't plug in. But I mean, I just fixed my battery cable now, so I have no problem with that. And I still don't have LVC, so I have no idea what went on earlier which caused me to get it, but I'm actually liking this a lot more than I did when I started the review. But, yeah, I think that's good enough for this. So there we go. That was my review of the Mould King 33041C Super S. And now there may be some footage right after this from the onboard camera I don't have on right now, if I can get it to plug in and work. However, I haven't had that work yet, but I'll try. I might take it apart and try and plug it in just to get some footage there. But overall, I was originally disappointed with the quad, and I was having a hard time with the battery connector, but then I realized you have to push it really hard in there, and then it'll finally seat right. But this flight, yeah, no LVC, still good. So I actually like that pretty much. The yaw and pitch, pretty good. The yaw is a little bit crazy, but you know, it's just a unique quad. I think it's on sale for like $34 with like $6 shipping on lighttake.com right now. So yeah, check that out. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.